Hi, my name is Amanda and I live on a farm in the Wimmera region of Western Victoria. The topic I have chosen is the environmental impacts caused by dryland broadacre cropping in the Wimmera, as my husband is a fourth generation farmer and we are hoping for future generations to continue the farming tradition. It is now widely acknowledged that although intensive agriculture is essential for producing much of the world's fibre and food, it is also a major contributor to the degradation of many essential ecosystems. Duncan and Durrow, 2009. Some farming practices that have impacted the environment are clearing of native vegetation from settlement in the 1830s, which has led to the highly fragmented landscapes of today, cultivation of soil for weed control and sowing, which disturbs seeding of native plant species. The increase in size of machinery and GPS technology has led to the decline in scattered paddock trees, including the bullache tree, which is a critical food source for the endangered red-tailed black cockatoo. Chemical application of herbicides, pesticides and fungicides have been linked to a reduction in native plant species, the decline in amphibian numbers and bee death. Application of fertiliser has been linked to an increase in phosphorus levels within the soil, which favours introduced plant and tree species, leading to a decline in native species. Why can farmers be reluctant to change to environmentally sustainable practices? Some of the main reasons farmers are unlikely to adopt sustainable practices are cost, lack of time, lack of knowledge, impact on profitability, failure to see the benefit, and conflicting information. How can farmers reduce the environmental impacts of cropping and improve sustainability? Agriculture Victoria 2016 suggests farmers should complete a risk assessment before completing tasks such as take into consideration the risk of chemical application where there are known rare plants, bees or close to waterways to ensure chemicals stay within the target area. Do not cultivate, fertilise or spray roadsides as they may contain threatened species such as the Wimmera rice flower, which was recently rediscovered on roadsides in the Wimmera. Work around scattered paddock trees instead of seeking to remove them, or put offsets in place to ensure the impact from their removal is lessened. Soil testing to ensure paddocks are not over-fertilised. Fence off streams, remnant vegetation and plant trees in areas not used for cropping. While farmers are unlikely to cause deliberate harm to the environment, everyday farming practices can be harmful to native plant and animal species. This must be taken into consideration if farming is to be sustainable in the future. Information for this project was found through Google Scholar, which was linked to the Curtin Library to search for peer-reviewed journal articles. Each question was searched for individually and the phrase "in the Wimmera" was used where information had to be region-specific. Other information was found through government and grain grower funded websites such as Agriculture Victoria and the Grains Research and Development Corporation. There was an abundance of relevant, accurate information available, and choosing which articles and websites to use was the main challenge. This project links to the Australian curriculum best in upper primary due to the complexity of the practices that must take place to successfully grow crops in the Wimmera and the environmental impacts of these practices. For example, Year 6 Science Understanding ACSSU 094 could be linked to the effect farm chemicals can have on the habitat and development of amphibian species. Year 5 Science as a Human Endeavour ACSHE 083 can be linked to what is required to make crops grow in the Wimmera and what time of the year suits the crops best. This project also links to Sustainability Systems OI.2 as farming has had a major impact on the ecosystem, including extensive removal of native vegetation and threatening animal species which rely on the trees and grasslands to survive.
Created using Powtoon.